Okay, guys, looking at the DAX, just done a breakdown for the squad, showed them exactly what I'm about to do now. I've also dropped it into here, so there it is there. That we can see what the trade's going to be. It's going to be a buy. It's good, but we haven't to wait for it to either relax or come up to a break point. I'll show you what that is in just a second. And also done a video breakdown, so I can show them exactly what it is that I'm looking for and why I'm looking for it. Okay, so that's in there, but this is the chart itself. So we're looking to buy this market. Oh, it's not quite ready yet, but we can see where it's coming from. It's come from this particular move here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put on some key entry exits that I can see, and then I'm going to tighten this up. So it's breaking through this 38 area here, looking at probably these two areas up here. Now, the further I can get this down, the better. But that's the premise of the trade setup. Take it to 15 minutes so we can see what's happening. Well, we've got a 15-minute candle coming in at the moment. It's pushing up and it's pulling against this particular move here. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to drop this on, not necessarily to put any extra levels on. I just want to see where it's at in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so it's rejected that level, come on to that level, and it's coming up now. Now, there is a fib line in its way, but I think we're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Across the tops of here is a nice area to put in order. So we're going to drop that in, and we're going to set this up there. Okay, so maybe it's a tad tight to the price. Okay. So what I want to do is get that price as down as low as I can. So the target, which is here, comes more in line with this or this. Now, the way you do that is I'm going to follow the candles down slightly. Now, it's a simple process. The momentum that we look at is just tipped over positive, so it is pretty much ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to follow 5-minute candles, rather than if it wasn't out of whack, I'd be following 15-minute candles. Okay, so if that turns red, I'll move it down, but otherwise I'll leave it at the top of this candle here. Okay, so that's my starting candle here, and then every red candle that goes down, I'll follow it, and then we'll look to get in to that blue point. It's a very simple trade. It's a very simple premise. Now, if it's wrong, well, it's going to be wrong down here. Okay, it will run at that bottom, but it's also got this barrier here, so I can use that as a bounce point. Now, again, because I'm getting ready to go into market. Right, there we are. So we're at the target point where I think it'll bounce now, which is that blue line. I'm happy with that. So all I've got to do now is the lower it goes, the easier it becomes, because I think that blue line is the next bounce. So that's what we're going to do. Very, very simple. Now, I'll stage also the lower it gets to this point means it tightens up any sort of stop loss that I put in, etc. But it also means it tightens up the averages that I'll put in as well. Okay, so let's run this one out and I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, Fossil, that was for you, kid. Turned on a dime where we put the target. So let's just get the tickets off. Just make certain that's out the way. It's a funny old game that we play. And that'll be my day done, I think. There you are, 200 quid. Day's done. Now, also doing a little bit of the small account this morning as well. That one I had running through the night. So just flick that on and we'll show you that as well. And again, 23 quid off pennies. These things all build up. What's that? Well, I'll kind of show you. Doing a cash builder. I mentioned it in a video last week or a couple of weeks ago that I will be doing this. So we've done that this morning as well. So it's 3 days, 3 green streaks, finished before 8 o'clock. Idea on this is 10 pip target and compound the position size. And then we're doing the same on this one, or at least we will do when it flicks over. I thought, well, I'll stick 100 quid in here, but we'll do it with a bigger position size and we'll see if we can compound this with multiple trades. And yesterday we had a stonking day. Well, we did 130 quid off pennies. So when you're planning things like this, it really does pay off, because I told you exactly what I was going to do and where this was going to go. And it was here. Now, I could hold this for further, and you can see that here. But what's the danger of that? Well, the danger is you can become, how do I put it, invincible. One of the worst things that can happen to a trader is actually have a huge win. And I know you might think this is a bit odd, got a huge win. Well, that's exactly what we want. We want a whopper. Well, so does Joanne on a regular basis, actually. And let's be honest, my belly's pretty big. No. If you have a huge win, what happens is the next day you're looking for the same huge win. What if the market's not willing to give it to you, but you'll try and hold out to get it? Well, when that happens, you'll hit the rotation and the market will just take the money off you. I've seen more traders go bust off a good run than I have off a bad run, because the ego takes over. You think you're invincible, like I was saying. All these different things. I've got this cracked. I will survive. All this sort of thing. Then you'll put a bigger position size on as well. Well, what happens is it just flattens you. And it's just things that I've been through in the past. I've done it myself. You know, I stage because I know if I go 100% to market, a lot of the time the market moves against me. So I build into the trade. I target so that I know what is reasonable in an expectation of what I'm getting. I'll grade the trades A through F. A is good, B is good, C, sort of. D is dangerous, F is fucked, right? And that's kind of the way I look at it. But if I'm compelled to go to market and I've got one of these little grading points in place, I know roughly what the market's willing to give. So in that sense, I stay safe. And it's very difficult to tell you the same thing day in, day out, because one of the essences of trading is keep it consistent. If you watch my videos, they're all the same, because I do the same thing. Do I know how to trade multiple ways? Yes. I know loads of different ways. I see the buzzwords that are all around and I understand what they are. I can dispel some of them and I can agree with some of them, you know. And one thing I will say is they all work. Every single system that you've ever heard of will work if you know when to use it. But that's the trouble. A lot of people don't know when to use it. They don't know when to stay out the market. They just want to be in. Give me the trigger. Give me, how do I get in? What's the in? What's the trigger? Well, the trigger is just pressing the button on the mouse. You can get in whenever you choose. You want to make money and you want to be a trader, it's what you do before and after you press the button. Pressing the button, any idiot can do that. Any idiot can go, do you know what? I'm going to go into market now. It's hit that level. It's hit that gap. It's crossed this. Click. I'm a trader now. I'm amazing. Oh, no, it's gone against me. Shit. Oh, no, I'm losing money here. I don't like this. Yeah, you're a trader now, aren't you? Or are you a gambler? But if you do your homework, you should already know roughly what the outcome is before you go market. And then if that outcome is sensible, it's achievable. And if it's achievable, you'll be a success. Sermon according to Scruff. Anyway, that was done for you, Fossil. Little salute to you. I'll always do these things for you. And if you're part of this squad, you can ask me on any chart and I'll tell you what it'll do before it goes to market. Now, it's all well and good saying after the event. I'll tell you what it'll do before the event. Can't be any fairer than that. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.